We are back, baby. What is going on? Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome to the extras. Still getting set up here a little bit. Making sure everything is working. I had some stuff disconnected to film a video, and you know what happens when you disconnect things. Updates happen, chaos, wire chewing. Nance, looks like Nance was first in chat. He said, was eating on lunch break. Alright, I appreciate you. Happy lunch break to you. Hope you had a good weekend. Crooked Orchid says she is first. Becky also first. She says third. Hello, KO and Nancy. Becky is also first, KO says. Alright, there you go. Three-way tie. Alright, I like it. She says, hit the like button, bacon strips. Where is it? There we go. Come on now.
Yo, 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 yo.
Becky says, I will take a tie. Three-way tie for first. The gavel struck the table. Oh, yeah. No, they do have skyline in this area. Yes, they do. That's right. What is going on, Becky? Hope you had a good weekend. Man, this, I wasn't going to talk about this because we kind of already have talked about a similar topic, but then Amy Robinson covered it, and I just loved her angle on it, so I figured, hey, let's do it up. But, I had to go way back in the files. All right. Back to gosh, I think it was like a year ago now. We did a stream about how Walmart makes these vintage heart cakes, and boutique cake bakers were upset that Walmart was selling the vintage heart cake for $25 when they were selling them for, I can't remember, $180, $150, something like that. So, after talking about that, it kind of gave me a certain impression of these boutique cake bakers. And, well, let's see here. Let's see. I'm trying to find the links from that original stream. Okay, so we talked about this cake. This was the vintage heart cake that everyone was getting. It's $25 at Walmart. Looks pretty fancy.
Look at this. Oh, perfect. Oh my God, Chris.
Isn't it great?
Chris.
I know, it's my dream.
Awesome cake, right? $25. Now, they were mad because $25 is not enough money for the amount of work that it takes to make this cake. And if you'll remember, I don't. This account is called, yes, it is from February 2025. So this account is called the Fantasy Bakery. Oh, this is the, okay. This is the girl that's like, I think that Walmart cakes are getting out of hand. Yeah, here, let's, hold on a second.
$5 to $25 is... I feel like these Walmart cakes are getting so out of hand.
Yeah.
The fact that you can purchase a vintage heart cake for $5 to $25 is insane, considering sometimes ingredients alone cost $25 to $35. And that's not even mentioning other supplies like the cake boxes, cake boards, cake toppers, edible images. You have to remember that the people working there are getting paid minimum wage, even the bakers.
They are not.
So the
We've
supplies they
verified
use
that
to
they
make
are
your
not.
cake cakes are provided to them by the company, they do not have to pay anything out of pocket, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah,
and
that's how
whether anyone
business
likes
works.
to admit it or not,
employees
they
don't have to
really are
pay
not as
for
neat
their
as some
own
other small businesses that I've seen,
product.
which is totally understandable because they do work at a much faster pace. And I've noticed.
Yes, so she goes on to explain why Walmart cake bakers are bad and their cakes are bad and ours are better and you should spend $200 on a cake. And then there was another creator that said something like, not everyone deserves a cake or something, like cake is a luxury. Yeah, that's what it was. Here. Hold on. I don't want to just be talking and not reference the source. Eric Freeze in the chat, he says, hey everyone, hello to you, sir. I hope you had a great weekend. And Meech in the chat, what is going on, Meech? Happy Monday to you. Hope you had a good weekend as well. We're talking a little cake drama today. So I wanted to brush up on this thing that happened last February. Okay, it's almost like clockwork the way these cycles happen. But last February there was all this drama about this vintage heart cake. This was the fancy cake, and this is the Walmart one. Well, I should show her finished cake, whatever.
Not realistic, we will not be able to.
Well, whatever. So she's explaining Walmart's cakes are terrible, and they chain their workers to the ovens until they're done with their shift. I don't know. And the reason that I'm so confident in saying she's wrong is because we had this creator, Nia, who got famous at the time.
Decorate yet another heart-shaped cake with me Walmart version.
And she showed us, hey, I work at Walmart, and we're putting just as much work into our cake as you're putting into your cake. And so she shows her process, and it is. I mean, she's really spending some time, you know? And she comes out with a beautiful product, right? So this creator, Nia 2016 on TikTok, she actually goes live and still is showing people how she makes these cakes. Really cool content, right? Well, there is an item that has recently become very popular, and if you saw the thumbnail, then you will know what I'm talking about. It is a bouquet made of... I can't believe that this was a year ago, a topic that we've been doing it this long, but the new one that people are mad about is this Walmart Cupcake Bouquet, all right? And what it is, it's like a bunch of little paper cups, and they shove cupcakes in them and decorate it like flowers, and it looks like a vase full of flowers, okay? And this creator makes cupcake bouquets. And Meech says, oh, Walmart undercutting bakers. Yes, they are at it again. And yeah, love some good cake drama. Dude, me too. I just like the shots of cake. Because I don't eat cake, but I wish that I could. I would eat a little bit every day. But so I just kind of, it's nice to watch these nicely decorated cake videos. Like that other character, character, yeah, sure. Creator we were just talking about. What was the girl? The girl who was just, Walmart is out of hand. That girl is incredibly talented, okay? I am not hating on her at all. She's incredibly talented. My point with that stream basically was, it's great to have an option for people who can only afford to spend $25 on a cake. Everyone deserves to have a cake for whatever, for their birthday. Cake is not a luxury item. That was my point if you don't want to go back and watch the stream. If I remember to, and you're watching this on replay, I will put in the description a link to the stream from last year when we talked about the baker's drama. Anyways, the new thing, let me show you what we're looking at here. I thought this one looked really cool. This was my favorite one I found. Look at this. Look at that thing, dude. For $20? It doesn't even look real. It looks like it's made of plastic. Obviously, the butterflies are fake. That's a nice decoration. But I feel like if you were at the boutique bakery, they're gonna add like $18 upcharge for the little butterfly decorations. They're gonna do an upcharge for certain kind of vase. They have a lot of upcharges at the boutique bakery. But this thing for 20 bucks, man, I would be so happy about that. Look at that thing, dude. It does not even look real. See if they take a cupcake out of it. Hold on. Oh, she didn't want to mess it up. Okay, I get you. Yes, Meech, only 20 doll hairs for this beautiful thing right here. 20 bucks, dude. Becky says they look too pretty to eat. I agree. Meech's, these vintage cakes are so cute. Yes, I love those. Tessa in the chat. What is going on, Tessa? She says, what's up, fam? Hope you had a great weekend. We are talking a little baker's drama. And hey, if you are new out there and watching this, feel free to jump in the chat or leave a comment. Say what's up. I try to respond to all the comments. I noticed we got a few new subscribers from a couple of the recent videos, so that's awesome. And a big shout out to Montana Outlaw, who saw the stream about the gate and trespassers on his property, and then he left a comment under it. I thought that was cool. That was the first time that a creator that I talked about actually saw my video. So, well, at least the first time I know about it. We have a theory about Lindy Glenn because of a little thumbnail conspiracy. But anyways, okay. So I think this thing is killer for 20 bucks. And just for the sake of pointing this out, we have a lot of different types of flower designs on this. So there's a few repeats, okay? But there's like these little pink ones, there's the big pink ones, the little green leaves, the yellow flower, you got these white and blue ones, the dark blue one, like there's all kinds of different patterns. I think this is an incredible value and looks super cool for 20 bucks. You show up to a party with a couple of these things, dude, like what? That's sweet. And okay. You may be wondering, what is the problem here? And I definitely was. All that icing. Yes, that's right, Becky. It is a ton of icing, but it is so pretty. Meech says, heck yeah, that was awesome of him. I agree. I thought that was really cool. Does Bacon Strips not count as a content creator? Bacon Strips is a pro, and he did give me one pro tip, but then he rode off into the sunset, never to be seen again. Eric says, Meech, how can it be vintage without being old and stale? Honestly, brother, I have no idea why it's called a vintage heart cake. I think it has to do with the style of the way it's decorated. But yes, a vintage cake, I feel like that's like an aged cake. We don't want an aged cake. You want a nice soft non-stale cake, right? Well, so these are little cupcakes in this little thing, okay? And you may be wondering, how could anyone possibly be upset about this, right? Now, in walks this creator. Again, not talking trash about this person. We are going to see her talents. She I assume is a young lady, by her hands. She is incredibly talented. Insanely talented. Meech says, like the cake Elaine ate out of Peterman's fridge in Seinfeld. Yes, that's yes, exactly. Eric says, I think you're right, like old-fashioned. Yeah, I think so, but I don't know. Maybe it's an old-fashioned, like, like they treat the ingredients like they did back in the day. I don't know what that means exactly. Like you don't use refrigeration. Maybe that's what's vintage about it. Okay. Anyways, so no hate on this creator, but this is the thing that sparked the debate. Okay, this is Bundle of Cupcakes, and she was posting about her cupcake bouquets, which is slightly different packaging than this. She doesn't do the vase, she does a big bouquet. But she is getting comments that, hey, Walmart does this. Meech says, yes, it's the decorating style. Okay. See, Meech injects a little bit of culture into this because I don't know about the finer things sometimes. Eric says, vintage may also have an alternative definition. Yeah, I think it does in this case. Now, so Bundle of Cupcakes, she has a problem with this because she feels like the people in her comments are saying, hey, I can get this for $20 at Walmart, and she wants to defend her price and process, okay? Okay, I have her muted. Really professional. Great job. Okay.
For $20. Okay. Walmart does it for $20. Okay, enough with the comments how Walmart offers a cupcake bouquet for $20.
Okay, so a lot of people commented. Not the greatest tone of voice there when she's quoting her fans, but okay.
As a baker who specialized in floral cupcakes, I had to put it to the test. I ordered this cupcake bouquet from Walmart.
So she ordered excuse me, she ordered this from Walmart. This is the Walmart one. I think that looks really cool, dude. Like that looks incredible. For $20, it doesn't even look real. It looks like an AI video to me. It's not, though, I promise.
And now we're going to do my version. The cupcake bouquet is offered with 12 cupcakes. You can choose vanilla chocolate or, what's the other flavor? Oh, no, that's the only two flavors you can choose from. Vanilla chocolate, or you can...
Oh, tragic. You can only choose between vanilla or chocolate. And with hers, I bet you could choose, like, a strawberry one, or you could get, like, some other sort of cake. Sure.
Get assorted, half vanilla, half chocolate. I offer vanilla chocolate red velvet. It looks like it came with only like...
Okay, so she offers red velvet in addition to vanilla and chocolate. She made a big deal out of them only... Oh, wait, they only have vanilla and chocolate. Like, she has 14 flavors, but okay, sorry. I'm not hating, I'm just saying. Red velvet is good, but
chocolate.
All right.
Get assorted, half vanilla, half chocolate. I offer vanilla chocolate red velvet. It looks like it came with only like...
Now, first off, huge respect, dude. She just busted out those perfect roses in like 2 seconds. Like, that was insane. That looks... I mean, her cupcakes look amazing. I'll give her that.
Flower designs, so I'm looking at 4 white roses, 4 like, I don't know, kind of rosette looking things, and I guess they wanted to do like some mini roses and some like little hydrangea dots in the middle. So to be fair, we're just going to compare apples to apples, and I'm going to do 12 cupcakes, similar designs, similar colors. I do want to point out though that if $20 is in your budget to get a cupcake bouquet, get it. This is what you're going to get. If you want something that's more detailed,
I do like that. I do like that she said, hey, if $20 is in your budget, go off. Now, I don't want to nitpick, but I do want to nitpick because that's why we watch these videos. She said some sort of hydrangea type flower. Now, I don't think there's any hydrangea in this in the Walmart one. That seems really fancy. Black Magic in the chat, he says, yo, I hope everyone had a great weekend. I hope you had a great weekend as well, Black Magic. We are talking about, we're checking in with a boutique cake baker who is upset about Walmart kind of undercutting her deal here. Now, she did just say that she's fine with people who are on a budget doing the budget thing, but then she's about to tell us why Walmart cakes are horrible and they're, you know, whatever. This is what I'm expecting.
Get it. This is what you're going to get. If you want something that's more detailed,
this is what you're going to get. Honestly, I was really happy about what she got, but yeah, there's no hydrangea. I agree. Yes, Meech confirms no hydrangea. Okay. I didn't think so in the thing, but she's doing, it looks like the same. I mean, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but it looks like she's doing the same flower pattern on all of these cupcakes here.
Something that is handcrafted and somebody takes their time with, something that's going to be realistic, then go ahead with bundle of cupcakes. Ultimately, it's like buying a grocery store bouquet versus going to a florist. You're going to get exactly what you pay for. And who wants to eat Walmart cupcakes? I'm sorry. It has like 20,000 ingredients. Do not feed that to your guests.
Flare on there,
you literally
dude.
know what you're putting in your body. Okay. Look at the cupcake casing peeling. So I'm adding...
Okay, the detail happening right here is insane. Like, that looks really good.
Some, what are these called? Baby breaths. Just because I like to add some, again, more realism, some height to your bouquet. That's...
I mean, dude, she is going all out. Like, that's really fancy right there.
Really what's gonna kind of knock this thing out the park. If I did more than roses, I would have already knocked this out the park.
They look like little, corsages, you know? They look like little baby corsages. You're just like ready to pin on your jacket, you know?
But look at it. But we're not going to stop there. They offer it in like a luxury, I don't know, cardboard vase thing. This for me would be an upcharge, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it in a tall vase. Just
okay, so this would be an upcharge, of course. So her thing initially is $120, plus you would have an upcharge for this vase thing probably, which I get it. The paper products cost money, but I feel like it's not the same if you don't have this like kind of bouquet or a vase or something like holding it to kind of make the illusion happen, you know? Eric says, I like the idea how there's a budget-friendly alternative at Walmart, but you can still buy a high-quality product from a baker that will most likely taste better and be enjoying more. Yeah, now, I will, as an aside, I'll you know what? I'll go full screen because I don't know if this creator is doing that, but I remember when we looked at the boutique cake baker world, and there is a big debate because a lot of these people who are charging $200, $300, $400 for these little cakes are using store-bought cake mix, okay? Which, to me, it's fine to use store-bought cake mix, but if you're gonna go to Walmart or whatever grocery store and buy cake mix to make your cakes, and then talk trash about what's in a Walmart cake, that makes no sense to me whatsoever. Because she's about to tell us that there's, like, she says there's 20,000 ingredients in a Walmart cake, which I don't understand at all, but yeah, okay, so let's back it up here and watch her finish this right here.
Cardboard vase thing. This for me would be an upcharge, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it in
really
a tall vase just so that we can compare apples to apples. Now,
I feel like the bouquet from Walmart has been kind of doctored at this point. Doesn't look the same as when it came out of the package. Meech says, people are so talented. Yeah, I agreed, man. This is so cool. Like, and I get why these accounts are popular, because it's so cool to watch them. Just like, she picked up a cupcake and just gestured toward it, and a rose was on there. Like, the amount of talent that goes into that is... I am definitely acknowledging she is a pro. But if you have someone in your life that is having a rough day, and you show up with this $20 bouquet of cupcakes, I think they're going to be just as happy as if they got the other one, and you spent $20 instead of $200. Now, don't get me wrong, if you got it like that, or let's say your friend likes red velvet cupcakes only and will not have vanilla or chocolate, totally get why you would go to a boutique bakery. And if the boutique bakery is using their own cake recipe, which is what I would expect from something like that, more than likely your cake from there is going to taste amazing. You know? It's going to be a little bit more, like, they can be more brave with the recipe than something like Walmart, because they have to appease a lot of different tastes. So I feel like the boutique one's probably going to taste better. But presentation, dollar for dollar, I think these both look awesome. I don't have a problem with either one. Meech says the presentation is a big part of it for sure. Becky says, I agree, Meech. Black Magic says, I'd feel bad eating that. It's a work of art. I agree. Yeah, I wouldn't want to touch it. Black Magic says, I don't know that I could name 1,000 food ingredients, let alone 20,000. Yeah, and I think that maybe she's referring to, like, if you look at the... Like, if you pull up the ingredients list on... I have no idea, actually. I don't even want to speculate. I don't want to put words in someone's mouth, but I don't know where she gets 20,000 ingredients. It's cake. It all has the same ingredients, you know? It's just... It's chemistry, you know? If you don't have the ingredient proportions right, it won't turn into cake. It's pretty simple. Meech says, don't come at me with store-bought cake mix and charge me $120. I agree. If she's making Duncan Hines cupcake mix, that's the part we didn't get to see. The cupcake is already made. She's just icing it. So that's what I'm wondering. Did she just Duncan Hines that thing, or Betty Crocker, or whatever? No sponsorship yet, but, you know, if we got... Man, can you imagine if, like, Betty Crocker saw this and was like, let's do an ad on your stream. Let's take a cake break. Becky says, what flavors did she say Walmart had? She said vanilla, chocolate, and oh, that's it. Just vanilla and chocolate. And you can also get half and half. So you could get, if you like both, maybe you get one. But you don't know which one's which. It's kind of a mystery. Becky says oh my gosh, she's already on the website. Their website says they have white chocolate and assorted chocolate and white swirl. They have a swirl one. Wow, I didn't know about the swirl one. See? Becky is like our investigative reporter on the ground. She's reporting live from the Walmart website, where they clearly have more than 2 flavors, okay? This is... That's right. That's right, Meech. Cake break! We need a little cake break.
Wowza.
They do look pretty on their website. Okay, I agree. I mean, when I was looking at all these pictures, every single one is amazing. And I don't want to just trust Walmart's marketing. Like, let's check it out. Let's check out our viral friend Mia from Walmart.
This is your sign to go order you a custom cupcake cake bouquet from Walmart Bakery.
Yeah, we're probably going to have copyrighted music in the background. That's cool. Now, Okay, so now we see how it is. If you get the half and half, okay, I get it. They're just kind of like interspersed. So this is how they do it. Is she talking over this? No, it's just music. Okay. So she is showing us the process of how you make. Now, I would say that she is putting in the same amount, if not more work, in this video. Because she's definitely making these cupcakes from scratch. I don't know if the other one... I'm not... How do I know if they're actually making these cupcakes or not? Becky says, yep, I'm on top of it for you, Drew. I appreciate that. Meech says, Rebecca is the extras on-foot reporter for the people. Absolutely. It says the stream is glitching, so I don't know what that means. Hopefully it's back good. Yeah, there we go. I don't know what's going on. Eric says, W, Becky. Yeah, absolutely, man. Now we know they have, 4 different flavors, okay? And now, meanwhile, she's still going on this. Obviously, this is sped up. But I think she's got, 4 or 5 different flower designs on this piece here. She got white flowers, little pink ones, big roses, got little lighter pink ones. Now, I will say, Neo, the saturation on this footage is so blown out that we can't even hardly appreciate your work. I know it's probably filmed with a cell phone. Okay, so now she's going in with the green. I got you. And now, Becky, how many different kind of designs? Maybe I should pull this up. Are there a lot of different designs you can get? Because I've seen, Valentine's ones. I've seen all kind of different themes. They sell these all year round. Not just for Valentine's. I believe that was glitter spray there at the end, but wow. Okay, there it is. There's the finished product. I love that. For 20 bucks, y'all? She put a lot of work into that. Becky says, I posted 2 in the Discord. Hang on just a second. Let me see. Pull that up. Oh, yeah, okay. Look at that. Oh, that's annoying. I don't know how to do this, actually. Hold on. Okay, it's not working. Never mind. I was trying to show it. Okay, so she's got a spring-looking one, and then there's one that's more like roses, red and pink roses with a little green in there. I like that. This one is matte. Okay, see I like the one with the little butterflies on it the best. That's my favorite. Meech says, that's a lot of work for $20 for sure. Yeah, now, on the side of the cake bakers, if I was making this at home myself, I would want a lot more than $20 for this. I feel like. But also, she could probably bust out 5 of them in an hour. Because they already have the cupcakes made, they just make a huge batch. That's 9 different designs, Becky says. Okay, I kind of want to pull up. Let me pull up the Walmart cake. Walmart cake bouquet. Okay, here we go, baby. Look at that. Okay, I don't know what happened. What happened? Okay. Cupcake bouquets. Now. Oh, wow. Yeah, there are a lot of different kinds. I like that. That's cool. And they're all 20 bucks. $19.94, y'all. Like, what? Okay. So. Meech says, are they even making any money on this? Or is this one of those items they put up just to get people in the store so they'll buy the rest of their party supplies? Yeah. I don't know if it's... They call that a loss leader in grocery. I don't know if it is one of those or not, because this thing has been available for more than a year at Walmart, and it's just now going viral. And honestly, I think it's only going viral because someone spoke negatively about it. People are fixated on negative. I noticed if I look back through my titles to see which ones other people click on the most, the ones that have a negative connotation always have the highest traffic. Also, if you mention Walmart, I don't know why that works. It just brings a lot of people. So I just I don't know why the vitriol for the budget cake. Okay, now I want to show, just to be fair here. This is the full no music, like ASMR version of making these cupcakes. So here's the cupcakes. What do we think about that? Does that look... Now, clearly she's in some sort of like a commercial kitchen here. I don't know, man. I don't know if she's making them or not. Like, I feel like you gotta show the part where you make the cupcakes too. Like, I want to see your dough. I want to see you putting flour and stuff. Oh, Becky says I posted the butterfly one. The butterfly one is my favorite. It's cool. Okay, so she's trying out some different designs here. Okay. Look at that, dude. That's cool. I mean, she is so talented. Look at that sunflower. That's cool, man. Now, would I buy this for $120? Probably not, just because that seems like a lot of money to spend on 12 cupcakes. But for $20, I might try out one of those Walmart ones. Oh, I like that red. Okay, so there's the little baby's breath again. So this is her, kind of her normal process, I guess. Okay, so it looks like there's little pins that hold the cups, the paper cups together. And then they wrap all that mess with paper. Okay, nice. Put a little ribbon on there. Dude, absolutely amazing talent right there. Amazing. But I don't know, dude. Like, I guess that is worth $120. I understand why it costs that much, because materials are expensive and Walmart has kind of the economies of scale. So, I don't know. I just, it seems like the $20 one's the better value still, because it's almost as good in every way. Like, here's another one from Walmart. That's just music. Ooh, okay. So that one looks similar to the one that she got in the video. I like that. I mean, $20, dude. That's crazy. Okay, so she takes one out. Nice. And that looks like a fresh cupcake, you know? It doesn't look vintage, right, Eric? It looks like it's very fresh, not stale. Because that'd be another thing with this, is that because of the open, like, exposed nature of this product, I feel like it would not last for very long. Like, it would get stale, and, like, the icing would get crusty really quick. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong and you put it in the fridge and it's magic, but I don't know. I feel like the fridge would also dry it out. So they probably have to make these every day. So, Becky, if you're gonna try and go to Walmart and snag one of these, maybe you could go in the evening, get an even cheaper than $20. I don't know. But here is another creator who makes cakes at Walmart. This is Kaylee H on TikTok. Eric says, I will still go with Walmart. You know, just don't use the self-checkout. Black Magic says, now I want to buy Hummingbird Kisses some cupcakes. That's a great plan. See? Get out there and get you one of these spring bouquets, you know? Look at this thing, man. You walk in with this, no one's expecting there to be flowers. No one's expecting there to be cupcakes. Now there's both. I think that's a win. Look at that thing, dude. Oh my gosh. Like, she is so... I hope we get a good view of it at the end. She's so talented. Ooh, okay. So there's a nice pause. She's got a bunch of different types of flower on there. She's mixed in different colors. She swirled some colors. Like, this is super creative. And I'm sure they have templates and whatever, but man, how cool is that? What are these guys? Oh, they're like little lavenders. Oh, cool. Dude, look at that. That is crazy. That is really crazy. Wow. I mean, that is beautiful right there. That's the one I would get, I think. Black Magic says she gets so excited when I get her things. She'd love cupcakes. I think anyone would love cupcake. It's hard to hate a cupcake. And look at the... I mean... you gotta get a bunch of pictures of the thing first. But, man... I bet they taste delicious. It looks delicious. So that's Kaylee H on TikTok if you want to check out her channel. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like those ones are, I don't know, hate to say it, but they're better. I'd rather pay the $20. You could get 2 of them for $40. And that's even better. You show up with 2 dozen cupcakes rather than spending $150, $120 on the dozen, because no one's going to look at that at wherever you brought them to and think that that cost $120. So I feel like the gesture probably wouldn't be appreciated. Now, another layer of this cake drama, see what I did there, was pointed out to me when Amy did a video about this topic and kind of combined it into another topic where she talked about oh yeah, okay, she is talking about this drama a little bit, and then also this place called Patisserie Valerie, which is an online dessert store where you can order a frozen cake and they will FedEx you some cake. Okay? Now, yes, that's right, Meech. Thank you. Appreciate that.
And this is not a laughing matter.
In my younger days, when I was in college, I worked at a FedEx Super Hub, okay? And what that is a giant building that is made to crush every single box that flows through FedEx, okay? There are so many ways that a box can become damaged. And I feel like when you're shipping baked goods where the top is decorated, number one, they need to be hard frozen. And number two, they have to be this side up the entire time. And if they get out of that orientation, the product is ruined forever. Can you imagine getting a cake upside down? Well, apparently all over TikTok, there is a place called, Meech says, did that place smell awful? Actually, it didn't, it didn't, have, a pleasant scent. There was a lot of dust in the air because boxes are very dirty, and it's not like we're cleaning the facility every day. You know, the floor was clean, but, the area that the boxes slide on and in the trucks and everything was all dirty. You need these big fans at the gate of each dock door to blow into the truck because it's 120 degrees in there in the summertime. So there's a lot of dust in the air, so you really don't smell anything because your lungs are full of that instead. It's a great place. You got to walk about a half mile to get to your workstation from when you walk in the building. It's insane. Meech says, well, there are upside down cakes. Okay, see, there you go. That's how you get around it, Meech. That is the 4D chess of this cake ordering fiasco. You need to get the upside down cake and just assume that they're gonna ruin it. That way, if it doesn't arrive upside down, it's still a cake. But okay. So Amy talks in the beginning about how some people accuse this place of using AI photos for their products, which is really deceptive. Why would you need to do that if you make and sell them every day? Just take a picture of one that you made. But this creator that Amy found really had a bad time ordering from this Patisserie Valerie. And these are some abused cupcakes, okay? These, I would be mad if I
When
got
I opened them up, I was really disappointed. They all look like they've been in a car crash, or certainly have endured some trauma in their lives. I really had hoped they would have arrived looking better than this.
These aren't
aren't cheap cakes. These are quite expensive.
I don't know if it's the accent or just like her indifference or like her just being really smooth and not laughing at her own joke like I do, but they all look like they've been in a car crash. I love that. So she got some rough cupcakes, and they are not cheap.
And the reason why I got them was because it's my friend's birthday and she was going to come over here this afternoon and we were going to have these with afternoon tea, but they just don't look great, do they? Am I overreacting here? Or do you think it's too much to ask that you can have a cake delivered
I think
that looks prettier than this?
I had a birthday cake from them. It was really small and looked nothing like the photo.
Meech has endured trauma. Exactly. They have been through some kind of trauma here. Okay, Amy's going to read one of the comments from that video.
So when it arrived, it looked awful. It looked really smashed. It was an expensive cake. I would definitely not buy from them again. Yeah, because those cupcakes were an abomination. How is it that smashed up? I've ordered things which are really delicate, like have to be handled with care. Like,
she said
where is
an
it?
abomination.
How is it getting this smashed up? There was this one cake that I saw.
If you haven't seen her, this is Amy Robinson, one of my favorite creators on YouTube.
Someone was like, I've got the Dubai, was it like Dubai pistachio?
Oh my
chocolate?
God, not the
Talking about
Dubai
two
chocolate.
things that,
Oh,
I've
Lord,
never actually
have
tried
mercy.
Dubai chocolate.
We need to put Dubai chocolate in
Pistachio,
everything
I don't
now.
like pistachio. I don't really like even like Biscoff either. I'm not saying they're the same, but just like popular trending things. They're not my favorite.
The accent is comical with this situation. See, Eric agrees. Okay, I'm not the only one.
Or banoffee pie or something, I want it because you don't often really
They
see
look
it.
like
Anyway,
they've been in a
point.
car
Look at this.
crash. I love.
What is this filling? I think that's pistachio. What is this filling? Someone, bear this in mind, I'm pretty sure this was like commissioned.
Meech says,
cake.
I
had
love
to take a
Amy,
screenshot
yes,
of it.
me
They were
too.
like, look at it.
Topside chocolate, topped with pistachios.
What are we doing? Why do we do this? Why are we doing this? There's hardly any pistachio in here. What are you talking? This is not Dubai. This is a chocolate cake with a little tiny bit of green scoop in the middle.
Absolutely fantastic.
She says it tastes good. Okay.
In one piece.
I'm no cake connoisseur because let's be real, I can't bake for crap. But I can tell you that thing is not filled.
The lighting is always so good in her videos. She's right in front of a window. It's just
cakes
perfect.
and they were always broken and poorly put together and way too expensive. Yeah, I got my partner's B-Day cake from there a couple of years ago. I should have got a £4 Tesco Finest mini cake, to be honest. Definitely better quality. The one I had was still half frozen and the icing wasn't right. I don't know, maybe
Tesco is a grocery store, so they're saying I should have gotten a grocery store cake instead of this one.
they are a good company and I know absolutely.
Meech says that is not pistachio, right? Yeah, like how are you? Where's the kadayif? I don't see it.
Nothing about anything because let's be real, I've
They're
never
just putting
tried their
green
cakes
goo
ever.
in anything
But
and calling
I
it
just don't
Dubai.
like the way their website is formulated.
Let's rate some cakes, but I'm not doing people off the internet. I'm doing a big corporation. And when I say big corporation, big within the cake world. Valerie.
Black Magic says, did you hear Charlie's comment about why Dubai chocolate became a thing the other day? I did not. I am behind on RMG. What did he say was the reason Dubai chocolate became a thing? Because the way I understand it is the Dubai chocolate bar that everyone is familiar with came as a set of 7 from this certain chocolatier, and people were obsessed with it because the kadayif or whatever, kanafa, however, whichever word you want to use for the roasted phyllo dough strips that are inside of it that give it that nice crunchy texture. I don't know if we can explain why it became a thing without it getting filtered out. Oh boy. Oh, it's like that. Okay. Well, what I understand is it was that bar that everyone got obsessed with was part of a set of 7. And it just took off like crazy. I did a stream about that, and I tried the American version of the chocolate bar, and I tried the stupid crumble. What was that? The crumble Dubai chocolate brownie. That I don't know, man. That's a thing. I'll post a link in the description if you want to see that one. It's a different stream. And honestly, if the chats get filtered out, I'm not able to see them because in the interface that I'm using, the only ones I see are the ones that come through the moderation. So I don't know how to set it up so that I can like moderate while I'm streaming. Eric says it's probably 4 times better if you get it from Tesco. Okay. It has to do with rich people over there in certain kinds of parties that they throw. He said they got together and decided to make Dubai chocolate a thing so that when you search that term on Google, it doesn't discuss the parties that they throw. Now, I do know what you're talking about. And the way I can explain it is, yes, man, we should talk about that. We should talk about that. Black magic. Okay? Getting flown out to Dubai is what they call it. That's what we'll call it for now. But you're right. There's a reason people are getting flown out, and it's weird. So yes, it could be. Yes, it could be that they used that. But here's the thing. I don't think that's the case because you can't force something on the internet. You can't make something go like, it's not going to go viral just because you want it to. Especially on TikTok. Like, the ASMR people, oh, it's worse than that, Eric. It's worse than that. It is worse than that. It's really bad. Like, you're right. Like, it's really hard to phrase to even talk about, like, what that means. But yes, so it could be that is a positive consequence of their going viral. But I think the real reason they went viral was because of a few certain videos that we played where these creators were just trying it and it looks awesome. I mean, I never tried the actual thing. It looks really good, but also I feel like the hype was just overdone. Okay, hold on. So I want to see. This is Jess Lawson rate my cake. I want to see what she says here about Patisserie Valerie.
I just don't like the way their website is formulated.
Let's rate some cakes, but I'm not doing people off the internet. I'm doing a big corporation. And when I say big corporation, big within the cake world. Valerie, Patisserie Valerie, oh my god, my dyslexic brain, pulled their popular cakes. Some of the reviews were not great, I'll be honest, and their website was shocking. It was not good on a phone.
Now, this is from February of last year.
But we're not talking about that. However, price-wise, they are very reasonable. Like, better than a Tesco cake, but not as high-end as a home baker, maybe. It's one of their most popular cakes. I love the internal. Very bright. I do wonder how they get their buttercream so bright, what colours. I do not like this board. This is a very cheap board for what you're getting. Also, the drips are very good. Love the drippage. The on top just doesn't seem... We can do better with this.
We can do better, but also, I kind of see what the other people were saying about these possibly being AI. Like, this doesn't look real.
This I thought looked really decent. The only thing was I had
It's
2 out of 5
cool.
stars
It
on
looks
their
really
review,
cool.
so I'm
If
not
that's a
sure
real
what's going
cake,
wrong
that's
there.
amazing.
What I don't get is they've AI'd all that imagery, which fair dues, AI what you want, but none of them show that they're on a cake board, and it's a little bit confusing. For instance, this cute little thing, but this dinosaur, do these come loose in a box? Because that is not on anything, and you clearly don't get the wooden board. I'm gonna end on.
Well, then what are we, so if you don't get what's in the picture, what are we advertising? Why are you using AI to advertise your cake when it's showing something that you wouldn't even see? Eric says, I used emojis because so it would distract the filtration robot. I think it worked. These are not the droids you're looking for, right?
This because it looks like it's going to collapse at any minute.
Right.
You can see they do have a board between their layers, which you're meant to do, but I don't know, it just looks a little bit soft, like it's not going to make the journey. Their cherry.
Honestly, like, I could listen to English women talk trash about things all day long.
These look pretty decent. That drip's pretty decent, but again, I don't like this edged border. I just feel like there could be a lot more done there.
Now, she obviously knows what she's talking
love
about
it.
cakes.
Yeah, for
Interestingly
sure.
enough,
She's a
she
pro baker.
highlighted the fact that, they obviously use AI imagery. And I'm
Yeah.
just thinking,
See?
ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
She was talking about her drips, and she was talking about like various different things. And they are the things that I noticed. It just doesn't look real, does it?
No.
But even she picked up on the fact it was AI imagery, allegedly. I don't
Allegedly,
think
yeah, we got to throw
any
that in there in
company,
case
if
they
you're
come
selling
try and
something
sue
that
us.
you're going to, especially
Valerie
like consume, let's be
Patisserie
real,
is
that you should be using
gonna
AI.
send a
It's
cease and
not-
desist
It's false advertising.
my
I don't get
10
me wrong.
viewers.
Some of the cakes that I've seen that turn up, you know, they look all right, but they don't look exactly like they do in the pictures because they can't.
No,
Even like
because
the
it's an
Dubai
AI
pistachio
picture, it
cake,
will never look
if you go
right.
onto the website,
Yeah.
it's actually filled way more, and they're just batch baking them and then freezing them. They should be pretty damn uniform, really, but they're not. What
I
you
like
see isn't
filtration
necessarily what
bot
you
better.
get. And some of these cakes were between 35 to 50 quid,
Double
which
autofill.
I don't
Oh
think
my gosh.
is outrageous for
Okay, so
a
you're
cake.
watching on
Some
mobile.
people might heavily
I got
disagree
you.
with that, but like the woman said, you are right in the middle of going to a at-home baker versus a supermarket. I would say, to be honest, I wouldn't get them. I'd just get onto M&S and get one of their cakes because they're really good.
Okay. So she says no on the Patisserie Valerie. Black Magic says buy from us and get cupcakes made by the person who used AI to create this image. Yeah. Like, if you're so amazing at making cupcakes, why don't you take a picture of the well, I don't know if it's I guess it's not cupcakes. If you're so amazing at making cakes, take a picture of the cake that you sell. If you sell hundreds and hundreds of cakes every week, show us a photo of a cake that you made. I don't think that's a lot to ask. And the fact that they're using AI for their advertisement is suspicious to me. Like, is this a scam company? Are you going to receive any cake at all? Now, of course, because there's TikTok, there are paid sponsors for this place. So if you're a paid, if you get something from the paid sponsor, if you get the ad from the paid sponsor, of course it's going to be perfect, right? This one is, I don't know if this might be a heart cake. It might be a vintage heart cake. I don't know. Hold on. Okay, we got a super excited person here. The life of MRT. Mert. I don't know. I'm not familiar with this person, but he is so excited about his... That looks like a heart cake, if you ask me. I don't know. Don't tell Walmart.
A can of cake from Patisserie Valerie. delivered in the post actually be any good? Let's unbox it and have a look, shall we? So Patisserie Valerie are officially on TikTok Shop. We've got a cake to have a look at here.
Don't use your scissors for that, by the way. That's how you ruin them.
Like, do they actually come intact, like if you're ordering a full cake? Because this is a big, hefty cake. So, unboxing it, you've got your cake instructions, so you've got dry ice.
Now, do we think that he's already opened this to ensure that the cake is good and then retaped everything and put it back together? I don't know. Just asking questions. I'm not sure.
And that also gives you a nice little discount code there. So let's have a look. Oh my god. So this is how it comes, look. Very nicely packaged with all of your dry ice packs in there to keep it all
okay, that actually
and
does look like really solid packaging.
Box. So I'm just going to get that out and we'll have a look at the actual cake. I cannot wait to have a look at this. So this is the vintage cherry.
Okay, so this thing is frozen solid with dry ice and packed in there super tight. I will give them that. They did a really good job at packaging the cake so it's really tight in there. And if you ever want to know, from a former FedEx worker, if you want your item to get there without getting damaged, you need to do this double box every single time, and you need to have really nice padding in between the two boxes so that the small box inside, number one, does not contact the outer box, and number two, is not going to move at all. So as long as you got those things covered, it's going to get there just the same. But okay, let's see how his turned out. This is a paid promotion from Patisserie Valerie, so...
Pink cake.
He didn't pay for this cake, you know.
Oh wow, look at this. So this would be absolutely perfect.
Another box inside of that
like
box.
A birthday or anything like that.
Sure.
And it's like a love heart. So let me show you this. Wow.
Wow.
There's no damage on it. Look how stunning that is.
Now.
What?
That is in impeccable shape. I can't believe how well that this traveled. Eric says it's over 20 years old, so they have to freeze it. That's right, it's vintage.
So that is how it's come.
All right, dude, look at that. Now, I will say, I don't know enough about cake icing, but like they did the same pattern all the way around. It seems kind of simple. I hope it wasn't too expensive. He wouldn't know though because he didn't pay for it.
How gorgeous is that? You could even, because it's plain, you can get this in...
Now, the fact that he reiterates that there's no damage multiple times, I feel like that was a request by the sponsor. Make sure you highlight that it's packaged really nicely, right? Okay. Now, I'm not going to play his whole commercial. Now, here's another creator who got a paid sponsorship, and this was her idea for the advertising.
I'm not getting married, but you know when you can buy little slices of a cake to try it out before you get your wedding cake? This is kind of similar, and I'm just being greedy and I've ordered it for myself, even though I'm not getting married. Chronically ill, so eating it in bed, but we have Victoria sponge, red velvet, double chocolate, and carrot cake.
Now, why you would order this just to eat? Because you're not having a wedding, I don't see... I get that they're trying to farm for customers, but I do not see people ordering slices of wedding cake, samples of wedding cake, as a snack. Because this is going to be really expensive. Meech says there's no way. Yeah, I agree. There's some trickery happening. Eric Freeze says he has to try the cake. He can't because it's frozen solid. It says you have to let it defrost in the fridge for 6 hours or 8 hours or something like that. But Katie wants us to believe that you should just order this cake sampler for fun.
I don't think I'm gonna like the carrot cake, but we're gonna give it a go. I think we've got to start with Victoria Sponge first. That looks good. I'm pretty sure there's fresh fruit in this. So cheers.
I hope so. Okay. Now, that was a rough pause. Sorry, Katie. Now, I don't see myself doing that. Eric says she ordered it because she loves cake. You know, I would say yes, except it says paid sponsorship underneath, and she links Patisserie Valerie, so I know that this is a paid ad. Eligible for commission is the little tag you need to look for at the bottom left of the TikTok video. It says eligible for commission. That means they are making money to persuade you to buy this product. So I don't know if it really... I don't know how much it affects your opinion that someone is being paid by the company of the thing that they're trying, but to me, that seems like trickery, you know? And here's another paid ad.
Today, we're going to be trying some cake from TikTok Shop.
Again, like, they're trying to make this a thing, like, just ordering the wedding cake samples as a treat out here. I don't get that at all, man. Like, why are we doing this? It makes no sense. Patisserie Valerie, very confusing to me. But if you want to learn more about all of this stuff that's going on, you can go back to what is the video called? The Walmart Cupcake Bouquets have TikTok at home bakers losing their minds is Amy's video. So you can check out if you want to hear the whole breakdown and conspiracy about the... Yeah, Eric says, never mind, it's an advert. They all are. I feel like every video on TikTok is a secret ad now. But yeah, if you want to hear the rest of the kind of AI conspiracy parts, Amy goes through all of that here in her video. But yeah, the Walmart Cupcake Bouquet, hey man, it's only $20. I might try that thing. Maybe I'll get me a Walmart Cupcake Bouquet and a big arch. I don't know. Would those go well together? We'll have to try it. Maybe our first ever video posted to the channel. Little preview for you. But, yeah. So that sums up the Cupcake Bouquet chaos that is happening right now. I don't know why the boutique bakers get so upset about Walmart providing a sensible alternative to $150 to $200 treat, but you know, there's a niche for everything, and there, I'm sure, are plenty of people out there who love to pay the extra to get that little extra zing, and you know, maybe it's worth it. For my dollar, I'm going to Walmart. So hey, let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a great week, and I will catch y'all on Friday for the extras. Peace.